Hey guys, it's Team Manatee Form. We're going to do a Q&A with Ratchet from Kot-in-action about Steelstorm and some of the development. You got me here as usual, Kamido Sin. One of you guys...
Sorry, I was forgetting to hold my button. You got me, Sir Digby.
And me, Parrot.
And me, Hippos.
So yeah, we got Ratchet here from the development team at Kot-in-action, and Hippo's going to fire questions at him, and we'll see how it goes.
Should be interesting doing a multiplayer game.
Yep, we're doing Capture the Flag.
Wow.
Whoop.
Well, we just pushed the
Go
boundaries
Cal.
here at Team Manatee Form.
Well, the first question is, when was Kot-in-action formed?
About 3 years ago. I don't know the exact date because I wasn't with the team then, but I've known one of the founders for quite a while, just casually, and I joined around this time last year to help with launching both Episode 1 as a free game and this as a commercial game.
Ah. Woke up to Sir Digby in my face. I say woke up.
Damn you.
Next question in a sec. I just have to retrieve that flag.
Well,
Not if we get there first. Damn.
Question number 2. What did you and the other development team members do before you decided to create an indie games studio? Obviously you weren't there at the time of the game company launch, but do you know what inspired the start of the company?
both of the guys that are the core of the company and really the only full-time guys, though they weren't actually full-time, all of the development until we actually launched was part-time. Both of them were Quake modders originally and basically met each other through that community, and then they started a different project originally and decided it was too big, so they did this instead just to get more used to the tools and everything. And when I first was helping the founder, Modusep, was a teacher, and I believe our programmer was in pizza delivery. So, yeah. And I was working with another indie game studio, and before that with a couple other game industry companies, so I have technically the most game industry background, but they have been working on the game for 3 years, so just interesting. Indies are pretty different sometimes.
So from very mixed backgrounds then.
Yep. And I should also mention that our founder, was originally from Russia.
Nice.
Was the founder the pizza delivery boy?
No, that was our programmer, and he and I are both in the US, and I am getting killed.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No problem.
Okay, third question. Do you know what was inspired to create Steelstorm? I know you mentioned that they were playing with the, Quake modding, but do you know what came about to inspire the game?
I know that both of them played a lot of that sort of game. They also played stuff like some of the old Raven games, and an old arcade game was also noted as inspiration by one of the people that kind of helped the core guys. The creator of the Dark Places engine, which is what we actually use, it's basically a mod taking Quake 1 to Doom 3 levels of tech. So he helped quite a bit in the early design process of this game, and one of his kind of suggested games to take inspiration from was Assault, which is an old Namco arcade game, which, if you look it up, actually looks a lot like Steelstorm, but it was made in 1988.
I used to play Assault, and I joked when my friend got his PS3 that we could now play Assault in better graphics.
Yeah. Well, technically, while it's not completely intentional, this game does have some inspiration from that.
So, question number 4. What changes do you see happening to Steelstorm in the near future and distant future?
Well, DLC is coming, I can say that much. We have several other projects in development, Steelstorm related that is public. I can say we have mobile development on the way for various mobile platforms. We also have another project besides Steelstorm on the way, and we have some Steelstorm stuff that is currently secret.
So quite a lot of work then.
Yep, technically we are doing 4 projects at once with 3 people.
It's a heavy workload.
Ambitious.
Yep. But exciting.
True.
So sort of a follow-up question to that. So can you any expansions planned I have here? Obviously you mentioned you're working on this. Is there
Yeah, basically what we're looking at is most likely kind of a additional episode for the single player. From feedback, most people want multiplayer updates to be free, so we may go with that, but we may also spin off new games that would be different. So,
So there could be a lot of content for Steelstorm incoming.
yeah, probably I would say 6 months out, most likely, but we'll see.
The sky's the limit.
Yep.
The next question. When the game was first launched, there was a massive patch due for it. Do you know why this happened, or is that not your department?
Oh, it's just reality. There's stuff that we found by testing from people that got the game early.
So yeah, like you said,
So-
just reality then.
Yeah, pretty much. Just people find things that we just didn't have enough people looking at, and we fix based on that. It is tough to do QA testing when you have a small team.
Yeah, I can understand, especially with all these projects you've got.
Well, the new projects really have come after we launched, but still. QA is a big job. And I am familiar with that because I worked in QA on projects like Supreme Commander before I worked on this.
For some of our non-technical audience, could you just state what that is? What QA is?
Quality assurance testing is basically checking to make sure that the game is working before it ships. Sometimes people do a good job and sometimes they don't. Pretty obvious from certain releases.
Yeah. So, next question. How many people worked on Steelstorm in total?
Around 15, if I remember correctly. We had contractors, we had people that basically volunteered translations, stuff like that. So, but the core team is really just 3 people. And we have quite a bit of interaction with the instant developers as well, so you could say 4 to 5 if you really want to.
Next question. What games have inspired this development and other Sorry, that my eyes are being funny. What games inspired your development ideas and concepts?
For me, personally, my big inspirations are from Ensemble, Relic, and Valve. I know that our founder is mostly inspired by Id Raven and Blizzard, and our programmer also cites Bethesda and Sony Online for PlanetSide quite a bit.
PlanetSide. Brilliant game, that.
Yeah.
Next question. What games do you play and why?
Lately, a lot of Terraria and Atom Zombie Spencer and Museheads. I can't really speak too much for the other development team members at the moment, but I try to play a mix of indie and AAA games just so that I keep track of what the industry is doing. And I have my old favorites, Age of Empires, Castle of the Winds, Chips Challenge. So I play a mix of old and new stuff.
It's quite a variety of games then.
Yeah, I would say my favorite genre is strategy and sim and some role-playing games. I really did not like Dragon Age 2.
Not alone there.
Yes, I can join you. Dragon Age 1, good. Dragon Age 2, not so much.
Yeah. I don't think that's the team on this new game that they just announced. So I think
That's a relief.
actually Mythic. So
Next question.
If he can find it.
He left it here somewhere.
We all want to see a game make money. What sort of advertisement plans are in place, and how do you intend on growing your audience?
well, we were just part of the Humble Indie Bundle. That grew our audience from around 6,000 to 200,000. So, yeah. We were a bit surprised at that too. But it's a good amount of audience expansion and will allow us to be able to hopefully sell a new episode of the game. But releasing content and releasing videos like this really the big thing at the moment. We are working on a few other initiatives, but don't really have too much info yet. Just because of the realities again. Just still figuring things out.
That's understandable. These things can be very problematic.
Yeah, I mean, Terraria went crazy. They released about a week after us, and they've made 5 million. So, it's very variable in what marketing a title needs and stuff like that.
Yeah, audiences change. It can be a big hit there and a miss here, and the other way around.
Yeah, I think it's also to some extent the economy. We launched the game at $10 and we've already had to cut it to 5.
Yeah, I guess this the current Western economy isn't helping.
Yeah, we want to get the game into Asia, but that's its own set of challenges. We do have some Japanese players on Steam, and we are working on completing a Japanese translation of the game right now.
It's nice.
Ah.
Always nice to see indie developers looking at the global picture.
Yeah. The game already is in 5 or 6 languages, so just adding to that we do have quite a large European and Russian audience, so yeah. Russian and German I mentioned specifically because they're quite a large audience on Steam, so. And the UK and Australia are usually in the top 5 of our sales figures
It's
too,
nice to know.
so.
National pride.
So, next question. How long was Steelstorm in development for, and how many testers were involved?
About 3 years, I think there were technically officially between 5 and 10 testers, but we did have kind of a open beta on Linux, so there may have been quite a few more. Also, we released the first 6 missions, episode 1, for free, so that also acted as some testing. And that game, in its free form, got around 200,000 to 300,000 downloads, if I remember correctly.
It's quite a lot, actually.
Yep.
I hate you
Yeah, I
so
know, that
big,
keeps
Pete.
killing me.
I hate you too, Hippo.
Well,
Question 12. A lot of people see Steelstorm as a 90s retro shoot 'em up. Love back in the good old days. How do you see the game?
that's pretty accurate. There is more coming that will hopefully change that viewpoint. I mean, not hopefully in a bad way, but just, you know, change can be good, and we hope to make it a good thing.
Yes, changes can be a hard thing for some people to handle, but if you do it correctly, it is always for the best.
Yeah. That is a very interesting part of development, I will say, but, I mean, at the same time, we don't want to change the formula that we have, so it's likely that we will be doing, not just episodes, but spin-offs to the game as it is, so.
I look forward to the RTS spin-off.
So you're sort of trying to expand the game into other genres while keeping the core how it is and how people love it.
Yep, pretty much.
So, next question. What indie company inspired you?
Well, I think in general, just the indie scene itself has been inspiring. I mean, it's grown a lot in the past few years.
It's true, India has grown quite a lot. It's a large amount.
Yeah, hard to say hard to say really one or another company. Cause there's been Mojang, Arrowhead, Relogic, just to name a few current Heralds, if I guess that's a good way to put it.
Well, where would you like to see Kot-in-action in 5 years' time or so?
Ooh, with about 5 more games out.
Here's hoping.
And not Activision style or a game a year, but good stuff.
So we shouldn't be expecting a Steel Storm 2012 edition.
Well, the franchise may still be around, but it may likely be different and improved, and not just more of the same.
Very promising.
Ferret, get back round the corner. Just stay there.
Oh, you're dead now. I can come round the corner now.
The
Psychological
final
warfare
question,
fail.
In my email, I got a few more message to me from Cam. This is the final on the email. It says, I would like to see Kot-in-action create more games. Have you got any ideas down in your notepads of what sorts of games that you'll be looking to do in the future?
We have quite a few different ideas. I would say there will likely be a focus on action RPG strategy type stuff, but it will be different than what you're used to.
So, sort of twists on the classic RPGs and stuff. Well, not on classic RPGs, but you know, the standard genre.
Right, yep.
Aha. So now, I believe these next 3 questions, which are going to force me to alt-tab out, so I'll be a sitting duck, are
Free kill!
from users on a forums. So,
The Steam official forums.
unfortunately, I don't have the names about who asked the questions, so perhaps
Don't know who they are.
just have to smile happily to
They'll be put
themselves.
in the
and
description. I'll go and search them after recording.
There you go, your names will be dropped, don't you worry about that.
Question 1. Chase View is a nice addition to the game, and did that addition cause any issues during the development?
It was basically thrown in as a Easter egg, really.
So
Just basically the fact that it is quick based.
did this cause many issues with development, or is it quite easy?
As far as I know, it's relatively simple. You will get some weirdness because, like, the maps were set up for you to be so close to a wall, so you might get, like, a camera issue once in a while, that sort of thing. But that's just level design, not the fault of the game engine or anything. So, like I said, it was an Easter egg just put in so people can have a choice, basically.
and it's what I use all the time.
Likewise, it's an excellent view to have.
I think we've asked this one already, however, it is on my list from the forums. What are your future
Oh, yeah,
plans
we were
for this game?
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've covered that one, so sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Well, luckily, Finite, my CEO, has just messaged me a question so I can fill in with his afterwards. Haha. Perfect lucky timing there. Question 3. Kot-in-action Creative Artel is a huge name, so you are affectionately known to your fans as KACA. Will you be changing
Or
your
Kaka.
name?
We actually use KIA internally, even though that has some strange connotations.
Killed in action. Yep.
Though technically from the gameplay it
Always being
works.
killed.
I was about to say. And there's always action.
Yep.
We'll be sorry you didn't get your next content update because we were KIA.
It's a self-inclusive excuse.
Well,
Okay, and the question from my boss, which, because it's Steam, keeps disappearing. Will there be a first-person camera added in the future?
that is a consideration. Not got anything developed for it yet, but it is something we've considered.
And finally, he said, there doesn't seem to be an overall large amount of story in the episodes. Will there be more story in the future?
Yes, I can say that.
Haha. And that's the last of the questions, unless he messages me again.
Alright. So do we want to capture some additional gameplay footage?
I'd say we have what we need.
End it here, as otherwise my
Alright.
hard drive will be overly full, as these are all being done in HD.
Ah. Alright.
What we go through for
For
our
one
fans.
fan.
Well, fan.
But yeah, it was
Yeah.
good Q&A in my opinion, and well, that's the end of that, guys. So I'm gonna finish recording here, and we'll see you next time.